Alright, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to have a look at a final drive. This is off a 3-ton mini excavator, and I'll put a picture up now. So my mate's got a few diggers. This was on his 3-ton Kubota, and it wore out last year. He had to replace it. I don't think it locked up on him, but he did say it was really rough when you were tracking it, making a lot of noise. So it's something I've always wondered, what's inside one of these. Now I do have an idea what's inside, because it's similar to a Sturmey Archer wheel hub on a push bike, as in you've got epicyclin, and as far as I'm aware, you've got in an epicyclin gearbox, so you'll have 3 planetary gears, I'm guessing, sun gear in the middle, and then an annulus around the outside. It's a form of gear, it's a gear reduction. So this is it from what I can gather. So here's, I think, is a hydraulic motor, and that drives this gearbox, which in turn has a sprocket on it, and that drives the tracks on the digger. So yeah, in this video I'm going to take it all in bits and see what's inside. That's only water, that. Now it'll be a miracle if the seal in this is okay. If you look at that, I don't think there's meant to be that much slop in it. I'm fairly sure there's meant to be no slop in it. So it's my guess that there's no oil in there. And like I say, if it is full of oil and that seal's fine, well, that'll be a miracle. It seems to be leaking a lot of water, but I've just power washed it, so that's probably where all that's come from. I think it's fairly safe to say it might have missed a few service intervals. Yeah, there we go. Looks to be some residue on the magnet. It didn't look that bad though. Let's see if there's some oil in it. Well, no gear oil in there. Might be a bit of a big ask taking these out with the little cordless screwdriver. It is a DAC, but these will be in fairly well, I think. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, if you're wondering why I was struggling with this 8mm Allen wrench on this impact driver, it's because it's the only one I've got. So I've been and had a borrow. So they should come out now. Oh, aye, that's got them. So much easier with the proper tools. I'm used to just dealing with push bikes, so this is way bigger than any fitting you'll find on a push bike. go. Interesting. So, that bearing's alright. That's hydraulics. This is hydraulic oil, not gear oil. Doesn't matter that I don't know how to put all this back together again, guys, because it probably ain't going back together again. So that's the hydraulic motor. Over half of the overall construction is hydraulic motor. So that's why there's so much hydraulic oil. Now, how do we take this bit, this basic bit? Now, I'll have to drain that oil out. This isn't a how-to video, it's just more of an exploration of a component. Something worthy of note though, whilst we're here. I don't know if you can see that. It looks to be an airline crack in it. So definitely a crack there. It goes all the way up and round there. There is what looks like a crack. A hairline crack. And then on the other side, same again. One there. So I couldn't work out how to separate the two bits, the hydraulic motor section and the gearbox. And then when I was inspecting it, I could see that there was a split ring in behind here. So I don't have the correct tool, so I just cut a notch out of it basically. It don't matter, it's going to the scrapyard anyway. Okay, so I was struggling to get this end cap off, so I thought, I wonder if I could just put a nut in there and then put this bung back in, and it actually worked. Just give it a bit of a tap there. There it is. It's been a long time since that's seen gear oil. So we'll give it all a clean up and then we'll have a look at the componentry. Now, is there a little circlips on there? There is. You'll see it there. Hey, got it. Oh, some more in there, look. So, I wonder if this would be where you get your 2 gears from on your track motor. In your digger you get 2 gears. I wonder if that's how that works. Answers in the comments, guys. Okay guys, not a complete success this video, because unfortunately that's where we're going to have to leave it. All these, as far as I can tell, are supposed to come off. There were 2 lots of split pins on them, and think they're supposed to slide off now. They must be seized on because there's been no oil in the unit. So without using heat and a set of pullers, I'm not going to be able to get these off, and for what this unit is, it's not really worth doing. Okay guys, it is quite hard for the average person to get their head around how it works. I mean, I have no idea really, but I've got a bit better idea, or at least I know more than I did before I took it in bits. So I didn't know whether the gears for the track motor, because you've got a 2-speed, you've got a rabbit and a tortoise in the cab, I didn't know whether it was like a Sturmey Archer hub. So you've got a selector inside, and then a 3-speed selector on your handlebars. So I imagined the selector was hydraulic and you had gears inside the hub, but that's not the case. I think what happens instead is the hydraulics run at different speeds, and all the gears inside the hub does is amplify the torque. Alright guys, so I'll put it in the vise. I'll demonstrate the internal workings of the final drive and substitute the hydraulic motor for a drill. So that will be first gear, and hopefully if it doesn't fall off. That's second gear. Without doing any research on hydraulics, which I know nothing about, and I'm probably not going to be able to learn enough to be able to describe it adequately, but I think the angle sort of adjusts the speed of the motor of the final drive, although I'm not sure. So if you do know, please feel free to put an explanation in the comments. It's always good taking something in bits, trying to put it back together again, that's the tricky bit. If you like this video guys, just give us a like and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.